What's going on, guys? Stephen here with you, S&E's Garage. In our last video with this car, we put some really nice window visors by WeatherTech on there. And I made a comment on how nice the black chrome looks on this car. But that black chrome stops right here. Toyota cheaped out on this car and they put the LE and SE door trims on the car, even though they did all this black chrome. So these kind of look out of place on this car. I'm going to show you the other side. So what we went ahead and did is I did some digging through the Toyota parts manual, and we actually went ahead and ordered the piano black door trims that would have came on the SE, or rather the XSE and the XLE. And this is what they look like. You'll see they have a nice mirror finish. And these, believe it or not, are actually super simple to install. We're going to go ahead, we're going to do it on camera. And this is just another, relatively cheap mod that you can do to your TRD or your LE or your SE to make it your own. So I'm going to show you all the part numbers while I'm doing this. We're going to start here on this side. We're going to do the left front. And it's really super easy. All you're going to need is a trim remover tool. And there's one little clip here. I didn't order new clips. I figured I have the right tools. I can save them. I'm going to find those part numbers for you. I'll put these clips in that, in the video description as well. But here, let me just show you my invoice real quick from what I paid from Toyota. And you'll see, here's the part numbers. So you have 75755-06200, 75756-06200, 75761-06200, and 75762-06200. So like I said, I'm going to put all those in the video description so you can order them if you'd like. It cost me right around $200, which really isn't bad. That's not breaking the bank. And it's going to last a lot longer than simply removing them and wrapping them. It's going to be a permanent thing. So let's get you on the tripod. Let's set you up. I'm going to show you how to remove this clip here without ruining it. And then we're going to go ahead, use our trim tools, pull this off, pop the new one on. Alright guys, so these are the two tools I'm going to be using. We're using this to get up under that clip and pop it off without damaging it. And then this is just a generic trim tool. You can see I've used this quite a bit when I was in the dealership. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to open the door and I'm going to go ahead and remove this clip here. Let me just move the camera down real quick so you can see it, and I'll show you exactly how it's done. Alright guys, so what you're going to want to do with this is get up under the clip with some sort of a trim tool and just keep your thumb on the top of it because it's kind of like spring loaded and it's going to want to pop off. But you just very carefully wedge it off like that. And you'll see this is the clip here. It's like a ball and socket type thing. There's a little ball on the end of this in here that helps secure it. And we're going to reuse this clip to install the new one. So it's important that you don't damage this. So we got this clip off. I'm going to go ahead and put it on my center console. And now we're going to go ahead and just get up under this old trim piece here. And we're just slowly going to start prying it off. Being very careful not to crack it or damage it because you are going to want to try to keep this, if at all possible. Let me move you in a way that you can see exactly what I'm doing. So I went ahead and I separated the top, and I'm just using my trim tool here to get up behind it because this is also held on with some double-sided tape, and you're going to have to clean that surface as well. So we're just very carefully working our way down. Alright, and once we get to the end, right here, this will pull straight up and out like so. So now we can go ahead, remove this. This is a broken piece of plastic from the trim up top, from the clip here. And now we're going to have to remove this old yellow clip here from the door. I'm just going to use a pair of dikes and pop that right out. I'll just show you exactly what I'm talking about real quick if I can get you a little closer. you'll see it still in there right here. So I'm gonna get a pair of vice grips or needle nose, pliers, and pop that right out. Sorry. We're gonna be using a pair of dikes, something like this. And we're just gonna go right up under here and use it as a pivot like that. So we got that out. Now we're just gonna go ahead, I'm gonna get some brake cleaner or some sort of other product that's good at removing adhesives, and we're gonna clean this double-sided tape off. Let me do that off camera and we'll move over to the next one. So what I'm actually gonna use is called a plastic razor blade. You can buy these anywhere. I'll link some of these in the video description below on my Amazon affiliates page. And they're nice because they can help you remove adhesives like this, if you see what I'm doing, without damaging your paint because they're plastic. So we're just gonna work this. This is still relatively soft because the car is so new, so I don't really even think I need to put any chemicals on here. We're just gonna do this. No sense watching me do this the whole time. We're gonna go ahead, clean this up, get the new one ready to go on. All right, so we got all the heavy remnants of the double-sided tape off. You'll remember there was some here and some here, but there is still some residue. So I'm just gonna use some brake cleaner on a microfiber. I'm not gonna spray it directly on the car. I'm just gonna dampen the rag, and we're just gonna go ahead and clean this area as best we can because we want these new ones to stick permanently because we don't ever want to have to take these off again. So we're just cleaning it real nice wherever there's going to be adhesion. Okay, getting all this residue off. Just got some on the window. All right, so you'll see now our surface here is completely clean. So we're gonna take our new trim and we're gonna go ahead and remove the protection from this double-sided tape. Now this is where it gets kind of tricky because you have one shot to do this, but you're gonna wanna line this clip up here. And you should hear it when it clicks in like that. So now you're going to bow it a little bit, stick the bottom piece into its channel, and just slowly start sticking it on, like so. Okay, once you get it on, you're going to go ahead, open your door, and you're going to reinstall the plastic clip that you removed, and you should hear a nice click. And just like that, you've got one side done. So let me show you the before and after. So now you'll see that this trim now matches the rest of the black chrome on the door. So this is going to be my thumbnail. Before, after, before, after. Let's go ahead and start on the back. Now this is going to be very similar to the front. We're going to go ahead, remove this plastic clip exactly the way I showed you to do in the front. And then we're going to do the same thing with our trim removers and just pry this up and work it down. Alright guys, we removed that trim piece. So we're going to go ahead and do the same thing. We're going to just start by getting behind this guy here, and then we're going to take our trim tool and work it off. Alright, there we go. Now the new one is going to come with a new piece of rubber here, so you don't really have to worry about that, but we're just going to try to be as neat as we can with removing this, so we have a little less double-sided tape to clean up, but I don't know how well that is going to work. And it's not working that well for us. Alright, again, pull it straight out. We're going to use that same plastic razor blade, clean this up. Those same cutting dikes, remove this old clip. We'll be back with you. Alright guys, so we went ahead and pulled that old one off like you saw, and we got all the sticky stuff off. So here we have the new one. You'll see, like I said, it's got this rubber trim on there, so you don't have to worry about, you know, the old one. And we're just going to go ahead and pull the double-sided tape off, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to start at the top and work our way down. We'll feel it click in, and then, like I said, you're going to bow it a little bit and just start at the top and work your way down the bottom. Alright, now one thing you might have to do is this little trim piece here. You may have to pull this out just a hair to get the rubber to sit back correctly. But that's it for this side. All we have to do now is put this little rubber piece that we took out back in, and now we can go ahead over to the driver's side. Alright guys, so you'll see here, we got both of the trims done here on the passenger side. I'm going to do the same thing over at the driver's side. I don't think I need to record it twice because it's just going to bore you. So let me get the driver's side done. We'll hop over there, we'll check it out, see how it looks when it's all done. Alright guys, so we got both sides done. Maverick helped me out with the other side. Say hi, buddy. So here's how this looks. You'll see I got the garage door open. It gives a nice reflection, much better than the dull, flat black that used to be there. And here we have the other side as well. All nice piano black, gloss black, and the best part about this is an OEM Toyota part. You're not using any aftermarket junk. This is from Toyota. So if this video helped you, please like, share, subscribe. I'm going to drop some of the tools that I use down below in the video description, and I'll also add them to my Amazon storefront. If you do purchase from the storefront or the links below, the channel will get a small cut, and we greatly appreciate that. So please, like I said, like, share, subscribe. See you next time.